Gordon and Top Hat. One day, Gordon was pulling his express train as usual. When he arrived at Brenton Docks, he came across a yellow Tug wearing a top hat and a monocle.
"Oh, why, say hello."
"Who are you?"
"I'm Top Hat. Who are you?"
Top Hat said as he rose his head. "I'm Gordon. Are you in the wrong dock?" "Gordon, he's been bought by the dock manager from Big City Port. He's a railway tug," said Cranky grumpily. "Oh, well, you don't seem to be useful for rail. I don't see how a boat goes on tracks."
"I work by the railway, taking barges with rails.
My barges, Eddie and Frank, were also bought by the manager." "Well, I'll be on my way." And Gordon hurried off. He found Top Hat to be a great joke. "Top Hat, what a silly name. And a railway tug. I don't see how he goes on rails." As for Top Hat, he felt insulted. He was taking goods to different sides of the island that required to be taken, but an engine wasn't available. He chatted to Eddie and Frank about Gordon on his way.
"And then," he thought, "I went on the rails."
"Oh, he seems to be a rather rude engine, doesn't he, Frank?" "Yes, Eddie." "I have an idea, Top Hat." Eddie told Top Hat his plan. The next day, when Gordon arrived at Brenton Docks with the express, he waited for the passengers to get on, as Top Hat pulled alongside.
"Hello, Gordon."
"Oh, hello. Tell me more about railway tugs." Eddie's plan was working, and Top Hat started to chat on. Gordon didn't notice Salty had taken his coaches away. As Top Hat's operator left and entered Gordon's cab, he told his driver and fireman Eddie's plan. Then they quickly agreed, and as his operator left Gordon's cab, Gordon started to reverse. "What's going on?"
"You tell me." "Ha ha."
"Stop me, please. I'll go into the water." Gordon didn't realise Eddie and Frank had been set for Gordon to go on. As his driver and fireman parked Gordon on Eddie, they put his brakes on and hooked him up. Then Top Hat came and took Frank and Eddie around the port.
"Oh, ha ha ha."
Stop! Are you crazy? Please stop!" Once Top Hat, Eddie and Frank had their fun, they returned Gordon back to the dock. And Gordon steamed back onto the rails, and Salty gave him his express back. "I'll get my own back."
"Not a chance."
Gordon hurried away angrily. As he rushed down the main line, he thought of a way on getting his own back on Top Hat, Eddie and Frank. Gordon the next day woke up very early in the morning to go to the docks. He steamed there as quickly but as quietly as he could. Salty and Porter had set up the trucks for Top Hat, Eddie and Frank that night. By the time Gordon got to Brenton Docks, the sun was starting to rise. He quickly shunted the trucks into one long line and waited for Top Hat to arrive with Eddie and Frank.
"I hardly got any sleep. Anyway, time to collect the trucks."
As Top Hat pushed Eddie and Frank to collect the vans, Gordon struck. As Top Hat was nearing, he pushed the trucks off the ledge. Top Hat didn't realise at first. It was only until Frank warned him he realised what was going on.
"Stop, Top Hat! The goods, it's been pushed into the water."
"What? Oh my!" Gordon tried to stop, but Top Hat tried to stop, but it was too late. As the goods was being pushed, Frank smashed into the hanging vans and the trucks, crushing them and their loads. Then Gordon didn't realise what was going on. It was only until he noticed he was now steaming on Eddie, who was in front of Frank. "Oh no!" Gordon braked hard, but then he came to a stop while he was hanging off the edge of Eddie. "Help! Help!"
"I thought you would be smarter than that to go and hang yourself, Sammy,"
Top Hat said, unsatisfied. Salty and Porter rushed to Gordon's help and pulled him back onto the rails. "Thank you." Just then Edward arrived. What were you thinking, Gordon?" "What?" "I saw you leave the shed. You woke me up. I followed you here and saw what you did, so Top Hat will be hearing of this." Well, oh dear. Then a large paddle boat pulled up beside Top Hat. Now, Top Hat, what were you thinking? And who's this? Who are you? I've never seen you here before. This is OJ. And what do you mean, what was I thinking? Cranky told me that you pulled the trick on Gordon. Well, at least it was only a bit of fun. Gordon, just push these trucks into the water. Now, how will we get those goods to go where they need to go? Edward puffed out Brendan Docks. And later that day, the dock manager and Sir Topham Hatt brought Gordon and Top Hat to Brendan Docks. Gordon, what were you thinking? Now the villagers at the fishing village will no longer have their supplies. Well, Top Hat drags me around the docks, sir. That does not matter. Well, he did delay the express, at least he didn't delay much. More than you did more than harm. You did more harm than good. That does not mean you're not in trouble, Top Hat. Sorry, sir, for making the express late. I'll make arrangements for the Flying Scotsman to take your express for the month, Gordon, while you help Top Hat with the goods work. What? No! Gordon didn't like that. He often refused to work for that month, but his driver and fireman always got him moving. Top Hat enjoyed every moment of it. However, I think Gordon learned after that. Don't you?